You got to be the hardest workers in the room, and don't the opportunity out.
Don't alienate yourself from other people's success or downfalls or problems. Educate yourself to it. Best piece of advice. I'm not here to change what you're doing or tell you that you're doing it wrong. I'm just simply giving information. You can use it or not. Your life is going to be your life no matter what. If all of our lives were going to be the same, this world would be stupid.
Maybe some of the stuff that's worked for me might work for you. This idea and this notion that you can be anything you want, you can accomplish anything you want. The thing that has worked for me is to remember the hard times.
People are going to make decisions based on what's right for them. I know where I sit today. I'm able to make decisions from a perspective that I now know I have that's great for me. I know I'm happy. My priorities are straight. I know what I want out of life in the long run. I know what matters to me most. Nothing from the outside is going to affect my way of thinking.
And it allows me then to be present in the moment and understand, holy shit, the stuff I have around me right now, this is the shit that I dreamed of when I was a kid.
I don't work for the will and want of the other person's perception. My time is spent wisely. If I'm not working, I'm with my family. I'm not running the street. I've seen it all. I'm good. I don't want no problems from nobody.
What helps me is to keep the hard times in the front of my mind, because it allows me to go into these big moments with a different perspective.
You can't avoid the dumb mistakes. You can't avoid the life lesson. You can't run from that. I welcome it. Hit my dumb ass so I know not to do it again. You know right from wrong. That doesn't mean that that's going to stop you. You got to think, when success comes, what? Everything's given to you. Everything's granted. That's where success becomes the biggest drug. Success also makes you feel like you're invincible.
I keep my back against this motherfucker every day. It's against Walker because it's what I believe in. And when my back is against this motherfucker, then there's nowhere to go.
The future looks bright because I want it to be bright. Those dreams become reality if you really do believe them and if you put the work into them. You can't just dream just to dream. You can't just dream and expect it to show up. You can't do that. I dream of one day having, well, what are you doing to make that dream come true? That's not how it works. Something has to be put into execution to make a dream happen. So a lot of the things that you see me do, these aren't impromptu moments. This stuff is well thought out, calculated. It's been on purpose for quite some time. People are ignorant to that side of addiction. That's an addiction. That's a real life thing. But people don't understand that. No matter what, there's always going to be a high level of opinion and negativity that comes with any level of success. Everybody loves to have something to say. It becomes cool at a certain point to say something negative. People love to watch the movie of success. Oh my God, we saw it. We saw you get here, but it's a better movie to watch you fall. So if you're content in that fall and shoulder shrugging, oh well, I was here at one point in time, then that fall is going to be a fast fall. It's easy. Along the way, you're going to make mistakes. Here's the shit that is so simplistic that people just don't get. Who do you think plans to go to jail? What bank robber do you think ever put the plan together to rob a bank to get caught after? You don't think they all think that they're going to be the ones to get away? You don't think that in their mind, this is going to be a life-changing moment? You don't think that people that overdose on drugs think that there's no shot that it can happen to them? You don't think that there's actual mistakes that happen within bad decision-making? There is. You don't think that the person that bungee jumped thought that this would come back up? You think that person knew it would snap? These are all just examples that I'm pulling out of my head. You have to experience some down to know why you're getting up. The whole thing of a cancel culture and the consequences being so severe for so many, it's ridiculous. Do I think that there should be consequences for people's actions? Absolutely. But are you telling me that you should never be able to recover from a mistake? Then why the f do people go to jail? Aren't you supposed to go to jail to learn from your mistake so you can get out and then do better. That's what this whole reform thing is. It's like you send me to jail to go do better and get better, and then I come out, and because I was in jail, nobody wants to allow me to get better. It's a backward state. Are we teaching lessons or not? Do we want people to improve or do we not? The reason why a lot of people don't get up, these things are hard things to overcome and deal with. They're very hard. When you do make it out of those storms, and when you are an individual that can go, wow, I can't believe we experienced that, and you look back and go, oh my God, that was how many years ago? But look at us now. Look at where we are now. That's a thing. That's something to hold on to. Me and my kids had a talk the other day. Life is so not perfect. I said, and you guys, you've only seen perfect. You haven't seen challenges. And I said, this is an example of a challenge. I said, and now in dealing with this, I'm going to use a phrase, and that phrase is cowboy up. Cowboying up means strap up your boots and get to work. You get it done. Whether you like it or not, you got to get it done. In this case, go through your turmoil, but unfortunately, Dad can't be here to pick up the pieces. Go through it. These are the things that make you better. These are the things that give you character. You'll learn from it later. And I really embraced that moment because I'm like, this is a lesson that they'll get to walk out of this. I said, it may not hit today. It may not hit next week, but eventually it's going to hit. But if you don't embrace those moments, then you're missing out on the beauty of life. You're missing out on the lessons that come with it. I just think it's a great opportunity for me to highlight a lot of moments and give people a understanding and visual as to how I dealt with, where I got the strength to move on, and how understanding me and myself is the most beneficial thing that I've ever done in my life. This isn't a way that you have to live. This isn't a book that you gotta follow or else you're gonna lose. No, it's just information. So many people are afraid to give and share information. I'm not, I'm just sharing information.
Statistics show I'm supposed to be on drugs. I'm supposed to be a train wreck right now. I'm supposed to be on my downslide.
What keeps you grounded?
The fact that I'm the complete opposite of what I'm quote unquote supposed to be. The fact that you hear people say 5 minutes of fame and 6 minutes of fame, and it's much more bigger than that. The fact that at any point in time that rug can be pulled out from under you and that world can no longer exist. It's false. Hollywood is false. It's not real. It's make-believe. That's not real. The day that you believe it and think it's real is the day you lose. It's not real. That's why I work as hard as I do. I'm going to get it all right now. Jerry Seinfeld said, I don't want to do this anymore because I know right now I'm at the top of it. I'm here, and I want this to end on such a high note that people always have good things to say about it.